Right. Today I'm going to discuss a different topic because, as in when you guys know that I'm been into this professional coaching in context of business analysis, agile project management, all that for a very long time, as I'm an industry professional providing this coaching services as well as consulting services for many individuals, groups, institutions, organizations, all that. So extensive trainings and coaching I'm giving, especially in the field of business analysis, agile, all that, wherein I am interacting hundreds of people in this my career, more than thousands even, right? So nowadays, right? So more than thousands of people I've interacted, and I felt there is a gap wherein the industry requires some kind of professional evaluation for the people because I give training on business analyst agile in different streams. When I'm interacting with people, I came to know there are a lot of gaps which people have in between their educational qualification and professional experiences. At the same time, some are career aspirants which they wants to make their career to the next level. So there are a lot of confusions due to various reasons. So as far as my training and coaching, of course, fortunate enough with all my students, my well-wishers support. Successfully, I'm conducting all the trainings for a very long time. I'm doing this and I'm continuing now even. I felt there is a gap in the industry where many people are facing this difficulty because what they are learning, what educational qualification they have, what they are learning, it is all too different sometimes. There are many things. So in this regard, now I want to provide some 360 degree evaluation for professional development, especially for the people who wants to transform their career. Especially this is something useful for people who are job seekers, at the same time any career transitional professionals. They require a 100% accurate and perfect evaluation of themselves, a professional evaluation, so that they can make their career path in a right manner. Okay. So this is the reason why I am conducting this 360-degree evaluation program for the professional people, right? So this will be of four different stages. How this program will be conducted. These are all four different programs. One is about the individual assessment, which will be made four different programs. Anyone can take any one or two or three of their choice. The first one about the assessment part. When it comes to the assessment, individual assessment will be made for the people whoever approaching me by conducting. I have different assessment tools, which normally being a professional for more than 23 years of work experience I have. So I have my own professional assessment tools, which I do. Some kind of Q&A while interacting, I can assess people even, right? So that's what something being a professional, I do that even. So that's what something assessment comes into picture. So assessment will be made for the people, and that assessment will be report will be given to them so that they will come to a clarity what they are and what they become, what they want to become. They get a clarity. So if anybody want any professional assessment evaluation initially, so I'll give a clear advice to them. Advice. This is a professional advice which I can give. This is one program. Anyone can opt it. Second, resume check, right? So in continuation to that, if anybody wants or an individual, because normally as I see, because I don't comment anyone, but normally what I see, what resume people creates and what skills these people are having are quite different. If there is any deviation of 20-25%, okay, it's fine. But if there is any deviation of 20-80, right? So what I know is 20. What I mentioned there was 100%. There is a gap of 80%, where there are high chances people failed in uh, interviews, because based on the key skills what you have mentioned, recruiters will call you, right? So there are possibilities where people failed in interviews most of the times, which demotivates them in long run by for any professionals. So that's the reason why that resume check and guidance, providing guidance on how this can be, right? So built upon. That is the second service which I am giving. The third is based on the resume. What is that something which we have created? Because resume is a front face to us, to the people. Because what am I? If you see my profile, you can know what am I and what my experience is. So that required coaching is needed for them based on the resume. What is that something we have created? Required coaching will be given, because I'm into coaching. I'm into job skills for a very long time, because I have attended many. I am the panel member for many interviews I have conducted, right? So I was the panel member earlier, not now. I was the panel now as a consultant. I was the panel member earlier. I have seen many people. I have interacted with many people, wherein I see there is lot of gap between the one which they know and what they have presented on the resume. So necessary coaching is needed. I don't say it is training, coaching is required. So including mentoring. Coaching must be, my belief system is about coaching, including mentoring is the right blend. Then only it will be useful for a professional, whoever is attending for the coaching, either in the field of business analysis or in the field of agile or in the field of any IT or non-IT technology, right? So this is a generalized statement I'm giving. So coaching will be provided. Next, job skills, because people knows knowledge, people have a knowledge, right? So on a particular professional this thing, right? So they have coachings, they have knowledge. But when it comes to the job, do you require some kind of job skills to make your career excel to the next level, to sustain yourself in the industry? You require to have some knowledge, blend of technical and functional managerial skills, which you have to acquire and which you need to adopt. So it's not only about the technical skills. Sometimes we need to have some functional professional skill development, right? So managerial skills are also needed for us to sustain ourselves in the industry. Because I have seen because even in my professional journey, I have seen lot of challenges, even being a professional I have. So I know what kind of skill set that are required. So job skills is the fourth one. So this is a complete 360-degree evaluation program I'm conducting. Assessment will be made first, resume check will be done, followed by coaching and job skills. This is a continuous thing which I do for a person who has taken 360-degree evaluation. Else, if anybody want any one, right? I want only assessment, or I want only resume check, resume this thing, right? I want only coaching, or I want only job skills. Individual consulting and coaching can also be provided for the people whoever is needed. So, but 360-degree evaluation, right from assessment to job skills, or any one can be taken by anyone. So that is what something this program is all about. 360-degree evaluation program for professional development, which I'm focusing is this. Now, next, why is this needed? Why is this required for any individual? Because most of the people, most of you may have a doubt, right? So why are you doing this? So what need you have identified? What gap you have identified in the industry? The gap which I have identified in the industry out of my experience, what I have, because thousands of people in these many years I have trained successfully. I've given coaching, all that. So I have seen four areas. One, person whoever is having his educational qualification, when you're comparing this with work experience, are two different due to unavoidable situations and all. What qualification they have and what work experience are they are doing, what work they are doing is completely different, where it leads to dissatisfaction professionally for the people in long run. So they require some kind of assessment. Point number one. Point number two, professional gaps due to personal commitments, due to our personal commitments and all, whatever the gaps that are we taking in our professional journey. So that time what happens, due to our personal commitments, we disconnect from the industry, right? So what industry wants, what job market wants and all, we are disconnected. So we want to fill the gap, right? So once everything's settled, now I want to make my career. So now I want to have that assessment, so that where am I and what industry wants and how to connect and how to make my profile more excel and more better, right? So that is something which many people are into. That is the second reason why am I conducting this 360-degree evaluation program. The third is about lack of assessment, because I want to assess myself. So some people can do assessment for themselves 100%. Some people cannot for various reasons, maybe, right? So they require some kind of professional consulting so that you can put your career in the right path. This is the third reason. The fourth reason, that I don't say this is wrong, but people who are the well-wishers in and around us will give us the suggestions and advices for the good reason. But sometimes what happens, too many suggestions and advices leads to us confusion, right? So what to go, how to choose, what to choose, right? So how to make our career in the right manner, right? So too many advices and suggestions and advices makes us which leads to confusion for many people. So these are the major four reasons. Many people, most of the people may comes under first category or second, third or fourth or one or two or three or two, right? So anything, right? So major, these are the four which I have identified as far as my professional journey for a very long time. I've understood these are the four major reasons where people require some kind of professional consulting advisory. That is what something which motivates me to conduct some 360-degree evaluation program. This is all about the program. Why am I doing this and for what reason am I doing? This is the reason behind that. I hope this may be useful and for you, right? So to excel in your career, that is what something which I am aiming for, right? So I want to provide more services for the people so that if they excel in their professional this thing, so that it will be helpful even for them to make their career more brighter. So that is the intention behind the conducting this 360-degree evaluation program. If you want any more further details about this program, right? So how am I doing this? And if you want any services, of course, these are all paid services, right? So any services you want, please reach out to the contact details which will be provided in below to this video. It's an individual thing, okay? It's an individual assessment. It's not like a group kind of. Assessments will be done individually. Resume checking will also be done individually. Coaching sometimes combination, right? So it depends on the this thing and all combination. Job skills also. Job skills and coaching are maybe sometimes individual, sometimes group. Depends on individual needs, interest, right? So that varies. And mutual availability of the timings, etc. But resume checking and assessment will be done individually for person to person, not as a group. You know that, right? So because there are a lot of assessments which I'll be made, which I want to know the actual reality so that I can assess them better. This is all about this program. If you want to avail the services, please reach out to the contact details which I'm posting in below to this video. Thank you. Have a great day.